Keeping busy, Metin, I see. Hope you're staying out of trouble. Whoa. What the fuck am I looking at? Oh. What have you done to yourself? I'm just going to walk that back until old mate joins us later. Alrighty. Yeah, well, they're not going to lift themselves, mate. Yeah, you're hitting the gym. Okay, so there's a couple of things on our shopping list tonight. I just need to double check. Optional. There are a few completely optional, yeah, and we're gonna get that. Okay, so we got a piece of heart and a couple of bugs. I might need to keep this popped out so I can check on it. Don't really need to have that open. Or that. Alrighty. Trimming the fat and keeping the meat. Alright. And a few of Agatha's bugs we have to round up. There's a lot of people talking about it. I still haven't actually seen it yet. Like, doesn't it come out in like 2 hours or something? Like, I don't really need a GTA 6 trailer. Like, I can keep my pants on for a few more days. No, that's not the way. It's this way, isn't it? Where's that volume mixer? We'll crank that back up. Yeah, Farron Woods. Oh, hang on. What the hell is going on there? Let's try this dance again. I'd like to be out of these woods sometime, you know, this hour. What is the wallet capacity again? Is it 200? I can't remember what it starts off as. I don't think old mate... Yeah, he doesn't give you another bottle for a while. In fact, I think you get all your bottles through this numpty. But it's time for that real classic Zelda moment where there's just a massive field and you just go wandering around in that. Oof. Yeah, Link's got that, like, 20-foot horizontal leap. I love that. Like, I've been saying this since day dot, you know, 24 hours ago. Twilight Princess is artistically the best Zelda game. I love that golden cloud. Okay, now we got a piece of heart floating around out here somewhere. Alright, so let's do the heart first. Okay, follow the path to the bridge. Hey zombie, how's it all going? I thought you were on tour, Rockstar. There's the heart piece there. It's up in the tree. You little ripper! Alright, use the Gale Boomerang. We got that, so cross that off the list. This region also has 2 golden bugs. Okay. There it is, there's one of them. Can you Gale Boomerang these things? Oh shit. You can hit them with the boomerang, but you still have to pick them up. So that's the male stag beetle. Yeah, we got that. The female beetle is also located in this region, found near northeast corner. Alrighty. I think I know where this one is. It's out of bounds. I'll know it when I see it. I can see it from here. It's up on that tree. Alright. No sequel for you. That's the female beetle. Alright, and we should have a run-in with the postman at some point. My muscles hurt, mate. Excuses are for people that can't get things done, Matt, and you should know that by now. But we'll be seeing you 4 o'clock practice, right? Yeah, this is a throwback to Majora's Mask. Okay, we can go straight to the Kakariko George at that point. The Gorge, sorry. I wouldn't be taking it too seriously, Matten. Wait a minute, isn't the Twilight Cloud over that way? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this way we're supposed to be going. I love that finishing blow technique. That's what she said. Yeah, come on, do your fancy twirl, Link. Yeah, actually, we can't get through that yet, can we? I always thought you could. Or you could dig underneath it, I think. Far out. Maybe I should have done the Wii version instead. Let him go. Who are you holding hostage, Metin? I like those Ordon goat horns on that. When you buy the replacement wooden shield, if for whatever the reason you get this one burnt off, I don't is it even possible to get the Ordon shield back again? I always thought it was a one and done. If you're dumb enough to let it get burnt up, you can't get it again. Ah, there it is. We'll get that wolf form back. Yeah, that after image filter, like the double vision filter, like I thought that was something that the emulator was doing, but it's actually the game. The wooden sword. Connect the dots. Now, if I remember right, it's in the forest somewhere, isn't it? I think it's there. Alright, we finally got to another province. And this is still, it's pretty much business as usual until it's time to go to those mines. Yeah, alright, so this really is, I mean, that's pretty much there's another heart piece a little bit later, but that's it for the collectathon at the moment. And we're back to just going through the story as it is. Like, even the music doesn't sound organic when you're in the Twilight Realm. That settles that. Yeah, we need to start unlocking, like, warp points to all of the different villages now. Like, we need to get one back to Ordon, Quick Smart, and we need to do one for here. See what I mean? Like, there was one there that was... It doesn't go near the other two, so that one has to be the one to die first. And it's interesting that in Kakariko Village that this... Like, the village is pretty much built on top of the Light Spirit Spring. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I think this is the first update on the kids. Yep, but one of them is missing. I don't mind Barnes. I think the guy with the welder's mask. He's a bit of a he's a bit of a knob, but I've got time for him. Just freak the kids out. You connected the dots. That means when we get attacked by them, then we'll all be dead. Yeah, Renato's the man. I always wondered if there was something going on with him and what Thelma, I think her name is. Yeah, Beth has resigned herself to it. Death is only the absence of life. Oh, God, you love to rattle on, don't you? Come on, we got to put points on the board. I've always had this belief that Kakariko is like a graveyard. Kakariko, basically like this, like it's a town just obsessed with death, and like in every depiction that it's in, like there's always a graveyard near it. A little bit like Lavender Town in a way. Lavender Town in a way, pretty much Lavender Town in all the ways that matter. It's a town that's miserable, that's rife with alcoholics, and it's built on a graveyard. Like, death is an integral part of its culture. That's pretty Lavender Town-ish. Got it. Pretty sure that's all that was in there. Yeah, I hate the wolf finisher. It's got this very weird angle on it. It's mainly used to get the Poe souls anyway. I can't remember what the wallet cap is at the start of the game. Thought it was 200, but apparently not. Yeah, now you gotta burn these ones out. Actually, I think it's only one, but you get the idea. I'm getting... Look, you gotta stop cock-blocking with all this principle shit. Yeah, no one wants to be told they're a nice guy. Alright. Actually, I like this one. He has smashed through the window. I always thought Barnes' shop blows up, like you burn it down trying to get these things, but I actually think it's his house that you burn down, not the business. So, oh well, good luck within bad luck. I'm a big believer in that. I need to move that chat box over though, because I can't see the map. Yeah, here's 400. Shit, there it goes. And how are you keeping yourself busy tonight, zombie? Recording private conversations, no doubt. Yeah, this is Barnes' house. Yeah, you burn it down. Well, it's three more tiers for the vessel, so that's good. You had to sacrifice someone's house to do it. Yeah, but I mean, I don't mind Barnes, but yeah, he is a bit of a dick spittle. Gotcha. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, a lot of people like to call it spying, like you're spying on another chat or something like that. I mean, I just call it having a perv, but whatever. I mean, call it for what it is, right? I think this is another one you got to dig into, yeah. Oh. Now, you're gonna have to level with me, zombie. The masks, are they actually worth it, or are they all just bullshit? I mean, I see a lot of people's before and afters. I don't see a difference. Now, you gotta remember, I'm the untrained eye. You're gonna have to run it by me. Like, how does it work? Nah, zombie, you've been brainwashed by all those Nivea commercials, that's what. Just another tool in the cosmetics industry. You've been brainwashed by all of it. Can the wolf suffer fall damage? I can't remember if it can or not. I know Link can. I don't think the wolf can, though. Yeah, it's a Goron spirit up there, but we're not going to bother with any of that. Let's keep moving. Yeah. You've watched too many of those Pantene ads on YouTube. That's what's going on here. Hang on. Now, there's a howling stone around here somewhere. Nah, fuck that. Hang on. Yeah, the Song of Healing. I actually quite like the wolf version of it. What are you talking about, zombie? The best one was, I like watching you sleep, Bella. Oh, said no fucking perv ever. Okay, you're gonna have to refreshify me. Who was the best guy friend that was a human who's been led around by the cock for like 5 movies? Yeah, I think I'm wearing her down. No, you're not. No, you're not. You know, it reminds me of that moment in The Last Jedi when Rey meets Finn. No, Rey meets Poe for the first time at the end of it, and then she's like, "Hi, I'm Rey," and they're having like this little awkward sort of moment. But the smile that she gives isn't the "I think you're cute" smile. The smile that she gives him is, "Yeah, you're a nice guy, but I'm too busy getting fucked by the new Supreme Leader who's Darth Vader's grandson, so sorry, guys." That's the smile that she gives, and there's a fucking difference between those two things. Alright? I'm tired of pretending that there's not. Oh, wait a minute. Where the hell did it land? Oh, I know where it is. Fucking loosey, lefty, righty, tighty. Well, no, I'm being serious. The only dipshits that end up in the friend zone are the guys too fucking dumb enough to know how to get out of it. And Poe is one of those guys. Look, mate, the only idiots that end up in that. I love it how we got on this because of your face mask. The only idiots that end up in there are the people that tolerate being in there. I mean, what's going to happen after they move apart? Oh no, maybe she still won't go out with you. Oh, fuck off. I hate these things. All these guys are going to get obliterated as soon as I grab that tier anyway. Oh, look, I just don't want to ruin our friendship. Let's fucking ruin it. Alright? We fucked everything else by having this conversation. Let's go all the way. Yeah. Sive Dreyfly, DG. I mean, we need to put together a good cheat sheet of things that you say, right? You know, I'm going after like a list of those sayings, right? Like, now I do respect your opinion, but now I see where you're coming from, but I didn't want to mention this, but oh god, we need to make a conscious effort not to use the word but anymore. But it's a dreadful word. It's like got. Don't say got. It's a dreadful word, got. Surely you can say something better than got. Oh shit, I better check if old mate's online yet. That's why I kind of just kicked off. I didn't want like the... and started plugging away at Twilight. I normally don't do this on a Friday night. I've never done this with anyone before. Yeah, and I believe in the fucking tooth fairy, sweetheart. Yeah, I'm sure you were all just pissing. I'll have to apologize for Zombie's behavior. She's had a few drinks. It won't happen again. Right, so I mentioned this before. One of them is missing. And of course it's the will they, won't they one. Do you voodoo, James? The beast took us and left us to die. Yeah, so we split up and I left a voice message on their phone. Can you tell that I've been drinking? Well, no, they could probably tell that you had a drink because of how heated the answering machine was. What I love the most about the group of youths from Ordon Village is that the youngest one is actually the most switched on out of the group. I think, what, Marlo, I think the youngest one is. Yeah, he's the one that's most switched on out of all of them. Oh, did it say your name finally? I tell you, the baby tiger. I mean, it's got one hell of an infatuation for DG. I mean, I think DG Collins is the man. Is its favorite sound like that's its favorite speech bubble. Like it says it like 20 times, you know, in 10 minutes. Yeah, is it just me or does it say the DG one more often than anyone else's? I think it can. I think it can remember like up to like 20 or 30 something. I haven't even maxed them out. I've got about like 10 or 15 or so in there, but it gets hung up on the DG one a lot. Well, clearly the baby tiger, you know, is a boy of impeccable taste. Alrighty. Now, I've learned my lesson the hard way here. We're going to lay down a hard save now that we've done all of that. Now, let's check. Okay, we got a piece of heart. Actually, no, we don't. We don't do any of that. Forget the stupid heart. May the best man win. The mating call of the losers. Hey, I thought the horse was supposed to come back, right? Oh, no. Link needs to scale the wall and get attacked by a Goron first before he realizes he's just some skinny kid. Well, hey, at least the tiger isn't saying something like my Captain America is better than yours. I was actually thinking that might be the next drawing stream. I might take a crack at doing the Sam Wilson Captain America. Yeah, I tell you, man, like these Gorons, mate. They're all shoot first, ask questions later, but yeah, Link gets rolled. I wish we knew more about this guy, um, Renando. Yeah, the Gorons recognize only strength. Yeah, I know, because they really, they've got no time for brains. Like, I done nothing wrong, did. You did nothing wrong. That's what I keep telling yous. Yeah, and there's 60 cents in a dollar. The reason I haven't done a drawing stream lately is because, well, everything's moved around since the last one. But excuses, like I say every time I watch DG play Mega Man, excuses are for people that can't get things done. So yeah, I think the next one will definitely be a drawing stream. I was actually putting it off. My real reason was I was putting it off because of the building that giant Lego T-Rex. Like I was hunched over for like 2 days straight doing that. I didn't really want to do that over the course of like a 2-hour stream, drawing and inking another comic. Alrighty, so we got Pegasus back. Oh, it's Epona. Yeah, I know it's Epona, but I didn't call it that. Alrighty. Man, sounds good. Yeah, we're just monging out to a bit of Twilight Princess. Oh, far out. Yeah, nah, just another week down. Keeping it at that. I built that giant Lego. I was just going on a bit of a mini rant about it actually. I built that giant Lego T-Rex. It's sort of the reason why I've been palming off doing another drawing stream. But I'll take a crack at that. Um, on the next one.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh. What about you? You got much on for tonight?
No, not really.
Firing up a bit of Doom. What are you doing?
No, not tonight. It's getting on a bit. No, I might yeah, just make a coffee and yeah, have a bit of a chat before the night ends.
Yeah, no, it's been a pretty good one. Okay, what the hell have I done wrong there? Oh, that's alright. Yeah, oh, far out. My mind's going on me a bit these days. No, that's alright. But what I think I might do is just totally knock the game audio out. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, alright, so, yeah, what was it? Oh, I haven't really tuned into too many of the Transformers circles after the Peter Cullen news. Like I don't know if it's pretty much been a pile on from all the deaths that we've had lately, but this was just like another, like it was Tuesday, right?
Yeah, well, I try to avoid Transformer circles in general these days because they're all mental
Yeah,
and living in denial.
pretty
But
much.
yeah, it was yeah, I read that story this morning, getting ready for work.
Yeah,
Yeah, it truly is the end of an era for that
I think I was like
property.
I think I made a mention. Who did I text that to? I might have actually texted that to Zombie. I think by my count, if I've got my facts straight, that's the entire Arc crew deceased now from G1.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I haven't really followed many of them, but yeah, I'd say you're probably right.
Oh, well, I mean, like Casey Kasem's been dead for years now. Like I think 2014 he went. Um, Scatman Crothers has been gone for a very long time as well. Like that was Jazz. Um, I might be wrong on it, but I'm fairly certain that original Arc crew, uh, what Cullen I think was the last surviving member of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was 40 years ago, so it kind of stands to reason.
Yeah, I know, right? Like it's I try, yeah, because like I've been seeing a lot of that, and like, man, the AI tributes, man. Like I don't give a shit what anyone says about the Alec Baldwin thing. About Sam Neill. What he did is nowhere near as fucking cringe as what some of these fans are posting with this AI shit. Like Alan Grant hugging Jesus Christ. Like people like the people that were bashing Alec about did the Hunt for Red October die, did fucking Jurassic Park pass away. Like I mean, and Transformers, like I didn't even fire up my Instagram. I'm like, no, I'm not even gonna fucking look at that because I can already imagine the nonsense that's coming out of that. Um, Make a coffee. Yeah, you might as well, zombie. It's gonna be a long night. Um, yeah, I'm fairly certain that's right because a lot of them have been dead for years. Like Scatman Crothers, like what? I mean, like would he be closer to being 40 years deceased? Like, like,
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure he passed away when G1 was still airing.
Yeah, I can't really remember, but I mean, it's a lot of things, but I don't want to sound callous, but is it really a shock that a
No,
property
he
that's
was an old man, mate. It was
40
just his
years
time to
old?
go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
don't really understand these people that say things like there are no words and
hmm,
like it's a lot of things. It's very sad, and
yeah,
he had a very wonderful career. I actually admire the people who shine a light on some of his other work. I know his role as Optimus Prime is the crown jewel, but it's easy to overlook the fact he was also the voice of Eeyore from the Winnie the Pooh property,
Mm.
and it's
S-
something that I did know but had forgotten about. He also did the effects voices for the Predator in the
Yeah,
Arnold Schwarzenegger film. I'm not
it,
sure if he continued on in the later films, but that sort of echoing um, voice effect was him. So
yeah, like the
it's
dead crab noise. Yeah, I did know that.
and he also voiced some other characters in Transformers and yeah, some of those other 80s properties as well. So I admire people in the last couple of hours that sort of shone the light on the other stuff as well.
Yeah, one of the first ones that popped into my mind was Gunner from Dino Riders.
Yeah, that's right. I was thinking about that today. I wasn't sure if it was him or Gary Chalk. They sound very similar in a lot of ways. But I do
Yeah,
remember Gunner from Dino
but
Riders.
I think that's also the problem, though, with a lot of the other roles that Cullen ended up voicing, like his voice work in Saber Rider and like the narrator in Voltron. Like it pretty much is all of his Optimus Prime voice. Like Gunnar is like Optimus Light, but it's pretty much bang on to what you'd expect.
Yeah.
um, and that's fine. That's cool. But yeah, some of the things that I saw, like, I mean, what was it? I had a notification rock up and I pulled it down and looked at like the preview, right? And it was Cullen with angel wings and all these transforming. I'm like, we get it. I get it, man. I just think this is just weird after a while. um, far out, man. So there you go. Exactly 40 years to the day since the actual movie of G1 came out.
Yeah, it's coming back to cinemas next month. Um, so I'm kind of humming and ahhing. It's because also Terminator 2 is coming back to cinemas for its 35th anniversary, and that one actually looks quite popular. I looked online for tickets, and half of them have been sold already. It's just the one showing at 6:30 p.m. in a couple of weeks, and there's a Transformers the movie showing at 4 or 5 p.m. That one kind of looks fairly sparse at the moment, but tickets are available. Probably this news today will drive some interest in it. And also, there's a newly restored scene, I'm told, after the credits roll or before the credits or something. So, kind
I'm
of,
actually not so sure that it is new. I think what it actually is, isn't it? From the way it's described, it sounds a lot like it's the added voiceover moment from the UK version.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, but that's a good point you've made. There's
I'm
a lot
pretty
of,
I'm because that wasn't in the American release. I'm fairly certain that's what it is that's been added back in. The promise that Optimus Prime will return. I'm I'm fairly certain that's the thing that they're talking about. I
I
don't
know
think
in
I
Australia, back in the day, we got the Star Wars text, but the yeah, American versions had the credits of the actors. So yeah, it's funny how, and the voiceover was added in, but I always felt that was added in because of the backlash to Optimus Prime's death. So they frantically put that in later sort of releases to reassure people that they were bringing him back. They copped a lot of shit from that decision. They yeah, they never really lived it down, and it crippled the franchise for the better part of a decade. That decision,
fuck
and
me
and
dead.
also with Peter Cullen, it was I think they'll look back at the decision to cast him in the 2007 film as a huge point. I sometimes wonder that sliding doors moment. I don't doubt it would have been successful, but yeah, just bringing him back, it just seemed to really, you just sort of knew you were in for a good time. And his is the first voice you hear as the film starts. I sometimes wonder what would have happened or how it would have ended up if Michael Bay didn't cast him as Optimus Prime, because I don't think they wanted him originally. I can't remember exactly um, sort of all the pieces and movements that took place. But yeah, Pete, it wasn't obvious, although it's obvious in hindsight because it worked so well. Um, it wasn't obvious right off the bat to bring back Peter Cullen to be the voice.
Yeah.
So sometimes I
I
wonder.
was still holding out for Gary Chalk and David Kay to get their chance to do a live action movie. But I've well and truly parted ways with that. Um, I mean the Ron Perlman confirmation um, for Optimus Prime will pretty much totally put that to bed. And actually, I kind of don't mind that now because, like, when you tune in, I mean, because you got to remember, Beast Wars was 30 years ago, right? Like, Gary Chalk, pretty much next to nothing sounds like that anymore.
Yeah, he still pops up from time to time um, in some Hallmark movies. A lot because Beast Wars was produced and made in Canada, and a lot of productions are filmed in, even though they're American, they're filmed in Canada around, Vancouver and those sorts of places. So you do sometimes see him in some of these films.
Yeah, man. He rocks up in the first Sonic movie.
Yeah, that's right.
Blink and you miss him, but he is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I think because I was typing out like this fucking massive essay to send a zombie, but I'm glad I didn't send it. Or did I send it? I can't even remember what I did. And one of the things that popped into my mind was the fucking when Stan Lee passed away. Hashtag you will be avenged. Like what the fuck? Like all these MCU idiots were like posting things like that on their socials, like hashtag you will be avenged. Like he was a 96-year-old man, like who died of totally normal circumstances. Like avenged. Like what the fuck? Um, yeah, that's what I mean, zombie. Like when I said, like when I texted and I was just like, yeah, look, I had this thing I was gonna say, but fuck that, it can wait until tonight. This is what I'm talking about. This dumb shit that these fans do when these people die. Like, oh god. Um, I mean, Stanley was like what? He was like 96, I think, like 93, something like that, when he passed away. And yeah, just hashtag you will be avenged. Fucking, all right. Fucking whatever. Like, I don't think the guy actively worked on comics for like the last 60 years of his life. Like,
Yeah,
whatever.
the last thing I remember him doing was that Just Imagine concept in 2001, because he was no longer exclusive with Marvel Comics.
Mm.
Um, so who was it? Was it Michael Uslan from DC? And the idea to take all the DC characters and properties and reimagine them how Stan Lee would do it. So it was called Just Imagine Stan Lee creating Superman. Just imagine Stan Lee creating Batman and the Flash and that sort of stuff. Um, some of them were pretty good. I liked his take on Wonder Woman. I liked his take on the Flash as well. But yeah, some were more hit and miss than others. He did have he was involved in an anime show, may have been around 2012 to 16. I couldn't find it actually. I think it was called The Crown, but it looked really cool. I'm not sure how hands-on he was um, on that sort of show, but I could never get a copy of it. I could never find it. Um, but yeah, he still was pretty popular on the convention circuit, just spruiking the good word of Marvel until he died. Um, but I think as well, people don't. Um, I don't know. To me, I feel a bit sort of iffy about this sort of stuff as well. Like you mentioned, he's like at an advanced age, and like these sort of ravenous fans that just sort of want their photo taken and things like that. I don't know.
Mm.
It's maybe just leave him in peace, sort of
Yeah,
thing.
like you've got that like what that power morphicons like happening this week, and I thought about people that I'd like to meet from that. And next to none of the ones I want to meet are Ranger actors. Like one of the people that I'd like to meet is Simon Prescott. He was the voice of Master Vile, but he was also the voice of Darkon in Technoman. And
Yeah, right.
he's done a few other roles, and I'd like to sort of catch up with him. But the guy's like 87 years old, you know, like God
Yeah,
only knows what his cognitive state is like as well. Um, you know, like I mean, like the guy could very well have dementia for all I know. Like, so it's just one of those things that I kind of just, yeah, I think the time to have met guys like that are well and truly over. Like, I'd like to meet Michael Forrest, who's another one, and that was Commander Jameson, but he's like 93. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's in hospice care now, if I'm not mistaken. Um, like the time to have done all of that has been and gone. And for the ones that are of that age that can, I'm trying to find where the fuck this bug is hiding. Um, and for those that are at that age that can still go to these cons, like I'm much the same. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I don't really want to leap down their throat and scream at them, like I grew up listening to you and all this shit. You know, because they're almost 100 years old.
yeah. As um, I don't know, like we all know our phones and shit spy on us. Um, but um, one of your friends, is it DG Collins? Is that what
Uh,
he's called?
yeah, what about him? He's the man.
Yeah, one of his live streams popped up in my feed. His Power Rangers dead. So I listened to about an hour and a half of it. Um, yeah, a couple of days ago. Yeah, I just wanted to give him a rap. I really enjoyed listening to him and some of the guests he had on. I thought he spoke really honestly and articulated a lot of the issues that sort of property has at the moment. Yeah, I just wanted to because I thought you mentioned him in last week's stream, and yeah, I was just sort of randomly going about my business, and that video popped up in my feed.
Oh,
So
because I finally figured out how to do that. Like how you can have like recommended channels on your thing. That's probably another reason why it rocked up. I've got three of them now on mine, and one of them's Zombie, DG, and I think Rangerverse is the other one. And that probably also helped make it pop up as well. I'm not taking any credit. DG does some awesome shit. Yeah, no, I like that was a really good stream as well. Like, but the thing is though, like I think what Brent sent on it was really good as well, and that is it Power Rangers sort of has found its future in conventions, right? Like, I don't think it's got much legs in terms of content anymore. It's very much just one of those things that you get together a couple of times a year over with other fans, and then that's it. And I think it's sort of proven that's all it needs to be anymore.
yeah, it was really interesting. Um, yeah, hearing um, yeah different fans sort of take on it. My yeah, I'm just sort of chewing over it a little bit more. The
Yeah.
um, yeah, just the sort of future of it. So I found so my take on it is like if it all ends tonight, there's got to be close to what 1,000 episodes if you encompass in every single series in the show. So if it all ends tonight, I can't say that I've had a bad run, have I? I don't think any Power Rangers fan could say that. Like if it gets axed after, 12 episodes, right, back in the day, you could say, "Oh fuck." But when you're closing in on 1,000 episodes across 30 odd years, I don't know. I'd probably take that as a win. I found it interesting, DG's comments about Disney were or Hasbro or whoever were balking at the cost. Because one thing I haven't heard a lot about is I think the Sentai show has ended in Japan.
Yeah, it has.
So, I mean, that makes a show considerably cheaper when you can import in all the action footage. You basically need to cast actors and build a couple of sets where they sit around in their civilian clothes and talk, right? So the
Mm.
fact that you know, scripting and casting and filming um, an original Power Rangers show with all new footage, yeah, is ridiculously expensive in live action with all the action scenes. Um, so it's just something I haven't heard a lot of people comment on, the demise of the Sentai side of things. And because there was a guy who called himself Overtime who used to fan sub them, and he did Kamen Rider as well, and that was the only way you could watch these things. But the legal pressure finally sort of got to him, and he had to stop. But as he pointed out in his farewell post, like it's not necessary anymore because things like Zeo Ranger have got a Western release, and you can watch them officially now. And I think the one with the Thunderzords has got a Western release, and a few other ones. So
Yeah, Die Ranger.
maybe, so yeah, and chewing on it a bit more, maybe we don't need Power Rangers anymore. Maybe you just go straight to the source, right? Like Zeo Ranger is a much better cohesive story than the Power Rangers adaptation. Maybe maybe it's probably, and I'm guessing more and more of those old Sentai shows will keep getting official releases where you don't have to scavenge for them. Maybe it's probably better off just going straight to the source. So I was thinking about that as well during the week, how the demise of the Sentai side of things obviously makes, if you want to continue the show, it obviously makes it a lot more expensive. Whereas at its height, at its popularity, they had that sort of perfect balance. Um, so yeah, it was a really interesting stream to listen to. And the other thing as well, I've been chewing on it a while, is it seems to be very adult driven now, as in whether it's DC or Marvel or Power Rangers or the guy lamenting Ninja Turtles. It seems to be a lot of it seems to be very adult driven, where parents are dragging their kids
Mm,
to things that they enjoyed. Whereas back in the day, like I had to drag my parents to see Jurassic Park and things like that. It doesn't seem to be very child driven anymore. And the things that are child driven are doing really well, like Minecraft and that. But adult viewers think that's silly. And whereas that movie did really well, was was healthy the way it should be. It's children dragging their parents to see it. Um,
yeah.
so that's what I find. I find with a lot of these Marvel properties and stuff, they seem to be very adult generated, or adult driven, where that's probably not the healthiest thing for a brand to fall into. Where if it's not being driven by excitement and energy and enthusiasm from children, the target audience, it's not going to survive.
Yeah, it's you know what? It's really starting to sound a little bit like it's the world has sort of moved on from it.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
see
it's
the Power Rangers 2017 film is streaming on SBS for free. I might watch that.
I don't know what anyone's problem with the movie is. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I
And
do too.
yeah, like for some reason though, just about every other Power Rangers fan I speak to think it's the fucking devil's work.
Yeah.
Um, I don't understand. I saw some guy give it a total miss because Kimberly mounts Jason in the trailer, and I'm like, fucking, that's not even in the final film. Like, what the hell are you talking about? I've got no idea where the hell this thing is hiding. It should be here somewhere. I am
And
fucking
at the
reading that
movies,
right. Yeah, man, I'm listening. Yeah, go on.
yeah, at the movies with Margaret and David is the gift that keeps on giving. I found one for Mallrats and Lord Mower Man 2 Beyond Cyberspace.
Is that the uh that's not the Pierce Brosnan one, is it?
No, that was he was in the first one. They used I forget his name.
Isn't it that Jim Faley or Jeff Faley or whatever his name is? Fucking Lapidus.
Yeah, he's in the first one as well. And I never thought it was just maybe it was only direct to video here, but I never thought the second one came to movie theaters, but I guess it did. But yeah, like I could just I haven't seen those episodes yet, but yeah, you just know, like knowing David and his taste, he would have absolutely had the shits royally being sitting through them.
Right, I'm gonna rotate this fucking map. I'm looking right at it, man. I don't know where the hell it is. Okay, you know what? It's on Tubi too. Yeah, look, man. The guy lamenting Ninja Turtles is going to be Exhibit A. Like when his son or whatever said that he thought the 80s cartoon was dog shit. Two things. One, his son is incredibly perceptive
I
because it
know.
is.
This guy needs to be fucking CEO of the world, you know.
Yeah,
He
I
should
know.
have said
That
that.
kid has his son has got a very bright fucking future if he figured that out. Because good on him. Because it is. It is shit. There is no reason to go back to it ever again. Um, you know, because like that is always going to be like the go-to one for me. And the second thing about it is the guy is genuinely shocked that his son hates it.
Yeah.
Like, mate, like straight up, man. Like, of course.
Yeah, like how could it have ended any other way?
I know, like it was fated. Like it's scripture, mate. It's written. Like, you know, because like I remember when I tried to show my nephew Beast Wars, right? And it became painfully clear after like the first two episodes, he was only going along with it for my sake, and I was like, yeah, look, fuck this, buddy. Do you want to play some Halo or something? Do you want to watch some Death Note? Like let's whack something on that you're actually excited to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell this bug is, man. I can see the heart piece. I cannot see this fucking bug. I'm reading it right. I am reading it right. It is not there. We're at the gorge. I flipped it over. I've mirrored it, right? It should be here. Because the male bug was at the bridge. You cross the bridge. The female one should be at this cape here somewhere. This corner here somewhere. I don't see it. And how is it not nighttime yet? They stand out a lot more in nighttime. Peter Cullen passed away the other day. Yeah, man, we just spoke about that. Where the fuck is this thing? I've checked both corners because of the stupid map. Because Link is left-handed. Universally, he's left-handed. When they made this thing for the Wii, and I'm pretty sure they're using the Wii map here, they, rather than just flipping Link around, they flipped the whole map around. They mirrored the game. Fuck knows why they did that. But the female one is definitely on this side. And I can't see it anywhere. The female pill bug. Alright, I'm gonna get off the fucking horse and have a look around. I don't want to be here all night trying to fucking do this. Like, but it is 100% run, and I'll forget about it if I take off. Alright, because their map is dog shit. Can someone actually show me a picture of where the fuck it actually is? It's in Kakariko Gorge, behind a tree. Well, it says a tree, but that's not what's marked on the map, man. It says it's finished on the goddamn map. See, but like that's what I'm talking about. Like 2026, like I like you know like and people don't realize like people like Frank Langella is like how old is he? He's like 94. And like how like Stallone just turned 80, like Schwarzenegger turns 80 like next week. Like these people are getting old. There's no tree on this side. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. There's no tree on this side of the aisle that you can just walk up to. So it's got to be over in that other, unless it's here, in which case is fucking insane because this is not in any of the corners. It's not here. I think a Poe rock's up here. See, because you know what's one thing that sort of hit me with Power Rangers is that when it was the 20th anniversary and I was like 20 years old for that, I thought it was the best shit. But when it was the 30th anniversary and I realized that only guys my age and up were going to these things, it was sort of, yeah, the jig is up. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, Matt, and we were just talking about it. See, because I don't understand what the fuck it means. If you come straight out of that, unless, is there one over there? No, fuck this. I'm just gonna Google this. The female pill bug, where is it? Because that picture does not explain a fucking thing of where it is. And yes, they are using the Wii version, so that's mirrored. Alright, call me a fucking cheater. I'm just gonna look up a video for it because we're gonna be here all night otherwise. Trying to get that harsh language achievement, mate.
Yeah.
And it would be nice if someone was actually playing the fucking GameCube version. Yeah, I'll get that heart piece in a minute. We got the male one. Where the hell was the... Okay, well that is definitely not the location that they have marked. But what were you saying, man? Like 1,000 episodes of Power? Yeah, but there was still so much left to give, man.
Yeah.
You know, but I think in a sort of a way, like when Super Sentai closed its doors, I think that was a nice
It's
sort of a...
been
It's been
relatively recent.
Yeah, I know.
That I think it
But
only got canned in the last year or two, maybe.
yeah,
But
but you,
yeah, it had been running since the 70s.
yeah, I know. Like that's what I'm trying to say is that that decision would not have been fucking made overnight.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'm not sure. I think Kamen Rider is still airing over there. I think it was just the team-based one that they pulled the plug, but I'd have to confirm that.
all right, I'm gonna leave the fucking area and come back because it's definitely not there. Did we already pick it up? No, we haven't. We're missing the female one. It's not there. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I never got into Kamen Rider, to be honest. I thought it was a bit meh.
Yeah,
But
well, it's interesting how that one didn't fare so well. They tried to do the Masked Rider back in the 90s, and they introduced him in season three. And he'd had a one season of his own show based on Kamen Rider Black from Japan, which didn't take off. And they tried to another go around 2011, maybe from memory, calling it something Dragon or something, and that didn't work as well. I don't mind it. I've seen a few episodes in a few series. I really enjoyed one called Kamen Rider Forza. It really it was a recommendation from Chris Sims back when he used to write for Comics Alliance. Thought, yeah, that sounded interesting, and so yeah, I managed to find a copy of it, and I've got it on DVD now as well. And yeah, I enjoyed that. But yeah, much like Sentai and Power Rangers, it's a different story. Every year they reboot it with a new cast and a new storyline. So yeah, I don't mind Kamen Rider. I own Kamen Rider Black, the original Sentai show that the Western Kamen Rider series was based on, and it got a sequel series as well, Kamen Rider Black RX. I picked up a DVD of them. Um, the two series were in the one release. Kamen Rider Ghost was pretty good. So yeah, I went through a phase where I really got into it. It's yeah, a really fun show.
Didn't it actually have a crossover episode with one of the Mighty Morphin seasons?
I think it did, yeah. I think they're all produced by Toei or Toy or however it's pronounced. Um, and yeah, like I sort of mentioned, so much of this stuff is available now in English, like an
Mm.
English sub. I found the show that Megaforce is based on. Like I found a copy of that very easily, whereas back in the day, it's finding shark shit in the desert.
Shark shit in the desert. That's the name of the next stream.
Yeah, you just like it didn't even have an English dub or a subtitle. It was like you're dreaming. But like, yeah, I find like so many series now that were just impossible are now possible. Another thing that was mentioned on DG Stream, and it's funny because Star Wars has this sort of phenomenon as well. It's Mighty Morphin inspires the love and the energy and the passion. You never see a channel, or maybe you do, and I just haven't found it, where I saw Time Force as a kid and loved it. And
Yeah.
that's why I've ran this YouTube channel for 20 years. It's all Mighty Morphin. One of his guests sort of pointed that out. And it's like I never saw Star Wars as a middle-aged divorced dad of three. And
Yeah.
it's always I saw Star Wars as a kid and loved it.
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting sort of
Which
phenomenon
is
as
why
well.
I don't buy the bullshit that there's adult themes in it. I'm like, uh, yeah, I get what people are getting at, like, death and shit like that in Power Rangers and that kind of thing. Well, Power Rangers has always flirted with death, like that's nothing new. Um, but like it's a series that flirts with dark aspects, but it's just not a dark series, no matter how you slice it.
Yeah,
Like it's just not.
yeah. And when you try to do that, you're inviting people to poke holes in it. Like, why do these skyscrapers get destroyed every episode and that would take decades to rebuild and they're back to normal the next episode? The
Yeah,
reason why is it's a children's television show. It's like I
yeah,
don't people who blow up about the Dark Knight Rises. I don't understand how he had time to fly the. Hang on a second, he's dressed up as a bat. That's
yeah.
it. That's your answer to nukes and autopilots and every other shit. He dresses up as a bat.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's just, yeah, I don't like the whole let's do fucking Dark Power Ranger bullshit. Like, and the other one that I hear a lot of is let's go in and make it all for adults. Like, I don't like that either. I mean, at this point, why not? Because I don't think for the people that think it's going to catch lightning in a bottle again, like, I don't think that's going to happen um anytime soon, because the thing that I hear a lot of is it's such a product of its time. Well, if it's such a product of its time, how is a reboot gonna fucking give it that catalyst back? It's not.
Yeah. But it also was very adept at changing with the times. Like the formula stayed the same, but it ran for decades with a new series every year. But I also think as well, the way people consume television and shows have changed. It kind of hasn't evolved and adapted with streaming yet. It's still sort of reconciling that. Um, it's yeah. How do you sort of? Because I know what Netflix did, that Cosmic Fury, um, and which I think that was the last show, Cosmic Fury. But that was a very different way to distribute the show. Whereas Dino Fury, that was still standard, like airing on, Channel 9 and Kids Network and that.
Yeah.
And that was around 2021 or 2022. Um, so yeah, they're probably still in a bit of transition in that they sort of, the old way just won't work anymore.
It just needs to go back to the way it was.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
think
I
I think we're
doubt it.
beyond. I think we're beyond a straight up Mighty Morphin reboot. Like, because a reboot, like, the thing that gets me about the people that think just a nice solid reboot that's actually written well with passion and all this kind of stuff is going to fix it. A reboot is not what the series actually needs.
Yeah. Well, if it were true, the 2017 movie would have done a lot better. That's a reboot.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and it didn't.
So
You know,
yeah.
like, and I think it's proven. It's taken three cracks at the cinema now. I think it's proven that it's just not a property that transitions well to film.
Yeah.
You might think that it does, but it clearly doesn't. And one of those movies was at the absolute height of its game, you know?
Yeah. There's a
Like,
lesson to be learned there. They've had
mm.
three cracks at it for three flops. But as we just mentioned, it's closing in on 1,000 episodes in television. There's a lesson to be learned there.
Yeah. Look, man, we just need to make it dark and edgy.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, like I want to, like, whenever I hear this, yeah, let's do a Dark Knight version with the Green Ranger. I just roll my eyes and I'm just like, I don't want to see that. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, no more for me, thank you. I'm driving.
Yeah, the designated driver.
Oh well, someone's got to be right.
Yeah.
Oh God. So have you seen this new Dragon Sword crowdfund?
Didn't we talk about this a
Oh
week
no,
or two ago?
there's been like a new one.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, all right. I thought it was a crowdfund the first time and it actually met its goal. Why the fuck is it getting crowdfunded again?
Yeah, I'm not interested in it. I'll just probably stick to what I've got. I'm not bloody I'm not a big fan of these crowdfunding ones. And I'm not a fan of companies just taking the piss either. So
Well, you know what? I'll never bag the shit out of Mattel ever again. Um, for how it handled. There it is. Right. I don't know why it didn't show up. The female pill bug. There it is. I don't know why the hell that didn't show up all the other times. Like, I mean, I checked this spot like 50 times running around in circles. Um, and it was always, yeah, all right. It just didn't spawn. I don't know. Maybe it didn't spawn in. I don't know. But it's there now. Oh, God. Thank God for that. Right. No, there's one more thing we got to go and do. Yeah, but don't worry. In the recent update for the Dragonzord crowdfund was a cock tease for doing a Titanus. I'm like, yeah, all right, I guess. But I mean, like, there's only so many Titanus you can own, right?
yeah, well,
Like,
he's pretty
and
popular.
and I don't own any of them.
Yeah, well, he costs a fucking arm and a leg. You got to sell your soul to get one.
Yeah, and the more I thought about it, the more it was just totally unnecessary. Like, there's no reason for me to want a Titanus. I thought about pulling the trigger on an OG one or well, I think like the Solid Shigoku one is like 1,500 something bucks. Like, fuck out of here.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
I'm
what?
the same.
You know what pisses me off? Like, okay, like this is a trend that rocked up. I heard this on a stream, right? And this annoys me whenever I hear it. It was when the white Tiger Zord just got its new facelift with playmates and all of that. Um, and people talking. I think it was in a Power Ranger Tube video. I was watching it, and then he was talking about the price of it, and then he says, "Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I mean, it is a Tommy Zord. Fucking irrelevant that
Yeah.
it's a Tommy Zord. Why the fuck is it more expensive than the other ones in your country? Like that makes. Oh yeah, but JDF is dead. Like that fucking irrelevant. He has no bearing on this toy. Why does that mean it's more expensive? Like, was the saber-toothed tiger more expensive because Twee's dead? Like, fuck out of here, man. These dumb rules. And the way that people just go along with it and pick these things up, and just go with it. Like, nah, man, nah. You got to come up. Like, I mean, if it was a signed piece by Jason, that's different. I mean, because obviously there's not any more. I mean, because that is a limited quantity. Because nothing's getting signed anymore due to a sudden case of death. Um, the thing that pisses me off is that just random shit that gets a new toy after God knows how long is suddenly costing an arm and a leg just because it was involved with the character. Like, no, mate, that's not how that works at all.
Yeah, there's a lot of it scalpers. Like I even stuff that's new, like they really shouldn't be this expensive. Like you're just sort of having a look through
Yeah.
catalogs and that, and you're thinking, or just online and that, you're thinking, fucking hell, like that should be $30 tops, and it's going for like 70, 80 at least. Is this just scalpers hoovering them up and selling them? I don't know. But there's no fucking way known any of this stuff that should be brand new and should be everywhere should be this expensive.
Yeah, the Indominus Rex Hammond collection, that one was a bit of a hit for me. Like, that was like 120 something bucks for that. From Unkies, and I'm sitting there thinking that's like a $70 toy, man. Like at the
Mm.
end of the day, like for the size of it and for what it is, like, and even that is fucking ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
it's a hunk of plastic. Like, hey man, this is serious. It's a hunk of plastic, man. I'm tired of having this conversation. Fucker, I am not gonna tell you again. Alright, learn the shield attack. That's pretty schmick. Yeah, and who thought the hidden sword skills were bad? See, that's one thing that I really like, man. The Power Rangers are what Metten said there, and monsters like fighting with bad acting. I'll never forget something that Jason said on a panel once, right? And it was everyone says it's so easy to act that way in Power Rangers. Try acting that way when you're pissed off with all of your co-stars. It's pretty fucking hard to do it then.
Yeah. But I get Benton's point. It's yeah, it's one of the sort of reasons because that would have just been so easy to film. You splice in the action scenes from Japan, and yeah, all you have to really do is just cast some actors, build a few sets, and voila, you just keep recycling them over and over again. It's a very cheap way to make a show because the footage that is expensive has already been shot. So yeah, it's definitely one of the reasons they're struggling. They don't really um, want to invest the money in it, and that really fucking annoyed me as well about Hasbro, who own it now. They bring out Transformer toys, which are ridiculously fucking overpriced, that you can't even fucking find anywhere because their distribution models are so shit house, and they actually own their own fucking studios, and they can't be bothered putting up the money to film something that they fucking own. Hasbro just need to take a baseball bat and just apply it vigorously to their groin.
Aha. Aha.
But in the win column, though, I read yesterday Mattel now have the DC license back. McFarlane is no longer producing toys, and I may finally, after 2 weeks ago of living in darkness and giving up all hope, I may be able to secure my Bane toy. There's a 3 pack out with Batman, Bane, and Nightwing, and Batman's not all fucked up in it. He actually looks normal, and I'm pretty happy with the design for Bane. So, and Mattel's toys aren't that dear, and you can actually find them when you go into a fucking store. So, my Bane chase may finally be ending. If I can find that um pack, I'll pick that up.
Yeah, you know, and that's the other thing that started that really gave me the shits was because like I think Mattel have kind of cracked the sweet spot, I think, with their Hammond collection stuff, at least, like with how much like a human figure costs. But the thing that fucking annoyed me was like the second Sam Neill dies, like totally untouched pieces that aren't even signed by him, like the two Alan Grant figures that are in the line are suddenly like $680 something. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
like it's not even signed or anything. Oh yeah, but the actor that played the character passed away. But that doesn't appreciate the value of the toy if the guy has not fucking signed it or touched it or
Yeah.
anything like that. Like why the
Yeah.
I understand what you're trying to say, but actually no, I didn't say that. I lie. I need to stop lying like that. I actually did the Mel Gibson when people say things like that to me, like, oh, but the actor passed away. Yeah, but it's a brand new toy that they didn't sign. Yeah, but the actor that played it passed away. I don't understand you. You're saying stupid shit.
Mm. Okay, good. Now,
Yeah, correct. Okay, good. Yeah, but like I don't understand you. You're saying stupid shit. Like that's pretty much my attitude towards it. Like we've got to stop buying this shit because of sentimentality.
yeah.
Like that's the I mean like you know how to make scalpers go away. Stop fucking buying their shit.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean like with the exception of Unkies, the Gamesmen, and Pop Culture, like I don't buy anything from fucking anywhere that isn't those three.
Yeah, well, I find myself buying more of Mattel stuff because you can actually get it. Like the thing about, even if I wanted to keep buying Transformers, you never see them anywhere. Whether they're
Mm.
getting snapped up by scalpers or Hasbro are winding it back, all the Masters of the Universe stuff, like very few of them have I bought online. That's just walking into a store and getting them. Same with the Jurassic Park figures I own, and now that they have the DC stuff, I'll be able to do that. So yeah, it's very like you never see Transformers. It's weird
Well,
because
that was
they used
something
to
that
dominate the shelves everywhere. Like even like 10 years ago, around Titan's Return circa sort of era, they were fucking everywhere. I don't really understand it.
yeah, what? Because one of DG's guests made a mention of this. Is because Hasbro is pretty much flicking straight over to digital goods.
Yeah, right.
You know, like that's why you've got like these AI Optimus Prime things on people's phones and shit now. Like Hasbro are going that way with it.
Yeah,
Um,
okay.
yeah, I think physical Transformer toys are pretty much going to be a snack wrap soon. Like you see those android things that are coming out that are like auto transformers. Like where's the fun in that if the fucking thing transforms itself?
Yeah.
I wish there was a way to skip time in Twilight Princess. I need it to be daytime so I can go to the ranch and get that other heart piece, because that's the last thing that's there, and I should have collected it when I got the iron boots, but I forgot about it. So I'm just sort of circling, doing the rounds. Oh, wait a minute. Did we get the letter from Barnes? Oh no, let's go and get that new shield. Let's do something while we're. Hey, what's that? Is that that's a bug there, but isn't it just the stag beetle again? Yeah, all right. Yeah, no, we already got it. Look, it's just an appraisal. Keep him if you want. Looks stupid. Yeah, whatever. It's none of your fucking business. It is. It is my business. Did Swindle and Onslaught ever come out? Like, I just realized I've got those other three dipshits from the Combaticons. Did the other two ever come out?
Onslaught's available. I don't think Swindle is yet.
Yeah, but they want like $200 for Onslaught. Like, fuck out of here, man.
Ain't nobody stabbing me.
Like, that's why yeah, exactly. Fuck out of here. Ain't nobody stabbing me. Like, that's why I still don't own it yet.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't either. Yeah,
yeah, like I've seen like pop culture and all of that have got him, and I'm like, I'm not, nah, man, nah, Onslaught, nah. What about you? Bring yours down a bit, you bring yours up a bit, and I'll decide what's fair.
yeah,
Like, because that's bullshit. For
yeah,
what's essentially a fucking combiner. Like, no, man. Like, do
yeah,
you remember the days where you'd spend $200 on pretty much the entire fucking combiner team? Not
yeah,
not just their leader. Like, get the
yeah,
hell out of here, man. I'm buying that shit.
yeah. It's just Hasbro taking the piss.
Yeah, Hasbro. Fucking man. The Hasbros. You gotta have a bit of that. Yeah, get a bit of that Hassenfeld in you. Yeah, everything is fucking locked until morning and there's no way to fast forward time. What a pain in the ass that is. Yeah, I really need to get around and rewatch those movies again. Actually, you know what? Now that with the news of Cullen's passing, that now might be the time to actually finally do that.
What, the Transformers movies?
Yeah, the Bay ones, because Metin is singing New Divide in the chat. Um, I think that was, what was that one for? Revenge of the Fallen, I think.
Yeah, I'd like to revisit some of a lot of Bay actually. I haven't seen The Rock in a long, long time, and I was underwhelmed by Ambulance, his latest one, although it's a few years ago now. But I may have been a bit too harsh on it. I may have to revisit it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, The Rock. Yeah, Womack, you piece of shit.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna revisit Pain and Gain this weekend.
Yeah, The Island. I didn't mind that. What else has he done? All the Bad Boys films, yeah. But yeah, it was Transformers is there as well. Armageddon.
That one I have seen recently. That
Yeah, okay.
um, for no other reason than the Steve Buscemi moment when he's talking to Shawnee Smith at the bar, and she's
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
showing off her engagement ring or whatever, and it's like this fucking giant stone, and he's got like the jeweler binoculars out. He's like
Mm.
going over it. How long you been married for? 2 weeks. Do you see this diamond? Yeah, it's not a diamond. Can I get you
Yeah.
another drink? Yeah. Yeah, you see this diamond? It's not a diamond. Come on, I'm waiting for it to turn daytime. How long is an average day in Twilight Princess? Fucking hell. Forgot about that. Because if I don't do this now, I'm going to forget about it on the next stream. I want to collect these last few things and get geared up for the next stream where I do this. Because if I forget what I've picked up, something's going to be amiss when I get towards the end of the game and it's going to give me the shits. Um, how the hell is it not daytime yet? Fucking hell. I think a day in Ocarina of Time is like 8 minutes. Like if that. And the reason why I'm out in Hyrule Field is because I don't believe time passes when you're inside of a village. When you're inside any of those, like you need to be out in an open field, otherwise time doesn't pass.
The kettle never boils while you're looking at it.
Yeah, you fuck with the bull, you get the horns. All right, sunrise is coming now. That's a bit more like it. You know what? So White Dragon is having its screening this week, I think.
Oh.
Look, man, what do you want me to say about it? And I'll say it. Like, I mean, I've got no interest in this thing, man. Like, uh, I'm sure it's gonna be, I think the way I've always sort of felt about it is pretty simple. Like, it's directed by a YouTuber, and before people fucking get all ass hurt and turn around and say some awesome movie, and yes, I know, I just don't think this particular guy has got it in him to punch through like that. And just about everything else is going against it. I think everyone needs to remember that and check all their fucking expectations at the door when they go into it. But I'm keen to start seeing some of the feedback when it comes out, because you know what my belief about it has always been. Um, it has been, Finding Nemo, the tank gang with Gil and like all of the other fish at the dentist office in the fish tank. When they finally get out at the end of the movie and they're in the ocean inside their baggies, and then they're like, now what? I have a funny feeling that when people go and see White Dragon and come out of it, that is exactly what their response is going to be. Just, now what?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just a movie.
Yeah.
I detected a little slight note. A part of you still is a bit skeptical it'll come out at all. Um, I sometimes wonder if that will be me with something like The Winds of Winter. Like even if I'm cradling it in my hands, I still won't believe it. And you're absolutely right. People will, at the end of the day, there's just so many issues involved in not releasing a project in a timely
Yeah.
manner. Because one thing that will be true is that it will be, whether it's the Winds of Winter or the White Dragon or anything that's taken way too long to come out, it absolutely, without a doubt, will not have been worth the wait. Because it's got to be the greatest film of all time, right, to justify the wait. And it's not going to be that. I mean, let's get real for 5 seconds,
Yeah. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be the greatest book of all time to justify the wait, and it won't be. You'll read it and just go, "Is that it? Like, what was so hard to write about that?" You know? um,
Yeah. Because one of the things that I saw a lot of, and I like taking the piss with this with some of my mates online, and that is the whole no spoilers for Legend of the White Dragon. Um, and I'm just like, are you serious? Like, it's JDF in spandex, and I'm expecting to see a fight or two in the movie. Like, like, are you serious? Like, what it could possibly be about. But yeah, like it absolutely will not be worth the wait. I mean, it's overshot it. The other one that stands out to me a lot is that Jurassic Park survival game. Still no fucking update of any description on this thing. Not even like a release year. Like or anything. I'm like, guys, this game is fucking dead in the water.
yeah,
And I'm tired of hearing this bullshit, because like I keep seeing people say, "Oh, well, you don't know game development these days. I mean, it takes a long time." It don't take 7 fucking years, man. Like the announcement trailer is going to be 3 years old come December, right? And these dipshits will have you believe they've been working on it for like at least 3 years prior to that. I'm like, okay, so that's a 6 year, almost 7 year window you're trying to sell me on, and still nothing fruitful to show for it. Like, and it's gone from it's gonna come out on the 30th anniversary. It's coming out Jurassic June 2023. It fucking didn't. Um, oh, they're gonna delay it so it coincides with Jurassic June. Okay, well, stop
mm,
saying Jurassic June as if Universal give a fuck about Jurassic June, because they don't. That's
yeah,
just some fan made up wank, and I'm tired of saying it like it fucking means something. And then it went to, they've delayed it deliberately and they're gonna showcase it in time for Jurassic World Rebirth. Well, why the fuck would they do that? It's got nothing to do with Rebirth.
yeah.
Um,
You could, everything you just said, you can replace the name Jurassic with A Song of Ice and Fire. It's,
yeah,
it's just funny how different fandom circles lie to themselves in the exact same way. Like people were even, like you just mentioned, there was talk even a month or so ago. It's because it's the 30th anniversary of the first book, like the 30th anniversary of the property. No, there's going to be an announcement. He absolutely has to do something. The day came and went, not a word,
Yeah.
nothing. It's funny how like even sort of wildly different fandoms of different, very different properties, just lie to themselves like this. And when the truth finally comes out, just how little progress has been made. Like I don't think fans will be able to handle it because they've just lied to themselves for so long.
Yeah, I'm like that. Like I've totally fucking given up um on Jurassic Park Survival, and these games have had a history of being cancelled. Because like they tried to do a survival game like this, um, as a tie-in, sorry, for in 2001 for JP3, and that got the plug pulled on it. Um, and I'm just sitting there going like, fucking, what do you want me to say about it, man? Oh, it's definitely coming now. They're going to announce it because that GameCon thing that happened this week, though, like Swerve was putting all of his fucking chips down, going, nah, man, they're definitely something's coming. For sure, it's something's coming at this about Jurassic Park Survival. Fucking nothing. Um, and what I love the most is that Saber Interactive, that are supposed to be doing this shit, like they announced Jurassic Park Survival, right? And in the interim, since that was announced, they've also secured the rights and announced doing Turok Origins, which they announced like a year after Survival. That is complete and in the can and coming out this fucking year. Um, and Survival still no update. Like I'm like, guys, it's done. Forget it. Like I'm tired of this shit. What needs to happen to get people at the back of the class, to sort of sit up and be like, yeah, it's not coming.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I've ever only seen like one. Like I'm starting to see more comments that are like this now. Going like, even if they announce a release year, it's not going to be good enough for me. Like I would need to have this game in my fucking hands. Um, at this point, like for me to take it serious. No more of this. Some guy on Twitter says, "Oh, we're working very hard on it." No, 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 no. Like it needs to come out for real now at this point. To be taken serious, and I think that's a really good thing. And I saw another good comment going, people don't realize that like just like even 2 years, just the kind of life altering shit that can happen in just 2 years of your life.
Yeah.
In like 24 months, like you think about this, like, and the way technology progresses and all of that, like, and we're led to believe some of these guys turn around and these fucking, they'll turn around and be like, oh yeah, they've spent at least 5 years on it and all this kind of bullshit. Like just think about what changes in your life in 5 years. Like some of these guys that have been working on this thing have probably been married, wife wants to move to a bigger house, they get all the job offers, kids are coming in the way, you know time just simply passes projects like this fucking by, and I think this is another one that it's happened to. Like, guys, it's not coming. Like, I mean, when it's to the point 3 years on where all they have to do, like, if they remove their announcement trailer, this thing doesn't exist.
Yeah, they probably just forgot to get around to doing that very thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny how yeah, fandoms just sort of delude themselves. um, I'd feel a bit of sympathy, but they deserve it. Like if you're still waiting and genuinely think any of these things are coming out, yeah, that's I don't know. You probably sort of deserve all the ridicule you get. um, because it's just so life just doesn't work like that. Like you said, yeah. There's an opportunity and life gets in the way, and it just like a creative project just passes them by. But the idea that they're sort of actively hard at work on it is
No.
is just ridiculous. Yeah.
I remember that was the belief for the longest time with Killer Instinct 3 before what Double Helix I think it's called
Mm.
did the reboot. for the longest time. Like, oh yeah, it's coming, man. Microsoft, they're doing something with it. I mean, Rareware, they're doing something with it. And I remember watching this YouTube video. It's probably not even there anymore. Of this guy just cracking it. I'll tell you this right now. Like, they're not fucking working on it. Like, it's as simple as that. And that was when like the fighting game boom was really starting to blow up, like Street Fighter 4, the Mortal Kombat reboot, like Tekken threw its hat back in the ring. It was like the fucking 90s all over again. That
Yeah, I
era
would
of
yeah, I'd love to get involved more with Tekken. I've yeah, I really think it's a brand I'd really enjoy. I've played sort of sporadically a few games here and there, but it is a real series I'd love to sort of invest a bit more time in. And it's a very sort of in a roundabout way, it's a good point. Like I'd rather concentrate on like games and films and books and that we do get rather than the imaginary ones that we didn't get.
like when I sit down and talk about Power Ranger seasons with someone, and the first thing they start talking about is Power Rangers Hexagon, like I've stopped giving a shit. Like I don't care about Hexagon, man. Like
Yeah, I watched the show. It was meant to be based on Ninja Storm last year. Not bad, not bad. It was I'm glad we got Ninja Storm and not Hexagon. um it's one of the things I think that gets lost in the shuffle. Because I was back when I was sort of a bit more into the property than I am now. I sometimes got asked why um aren't you sort of sad or upset that we didn't get Hexagon? And I said no because I was like I think Ninja Storm, even though I hadn't seen it, or like just sort of reading Ninja Storm, the synopsis and that, and their approach, I thought it was a lot better than Hexagon. In fact, I'd almost say if they did Hexagon the way it was envisioned, the property would probably wouldn't have lasted like another 5 years, let alone what another 20 or so.
yeah, I'm not overly fussed that we didn't get it either.
Yeah.
Um,
I liked Ninja Storm. I liked the idea that there were sort of two evil ones. It's a bit of a gimmick, but I thought it worked well. And I like their colors. They're sort of those sort of bug, sort of dark, sort of blue and dark maroni sort of color schemes. And yeah, they have, like, of course, they're going to turn good, and that completes the team of five. And there was a few more surprises along the way. With another ranger introduced. So yeah, I didn't mind it. It was not a bad show.
oh yeah, when did you finish that one up?
Uh Last year or so, because that's the other thing as well. Compared to the others, it's a little bit shorter. It's only 30 odd episodes where they generally hover around 40 or so. So yeah, it was slightly smaller, which kind of helped me. You can hammer through um, 3 or 4 in one sitting, and yeah, I was a bit crook at the time, so I had a bit of spare time. So I just picked a random show, and yeah, it was Ninja Storm. So that was around 2003-ish. It was that season. Because there's a few ones with Ninja in the title, and I got a little bit confused. But yeah, I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I started rewatching Die Ranger the other week. The Sentai that the Thunderzords are from.
Yeah, yeah. Die
Um,
Ranger. Yeah.
I
Um,
mean, yeah, I mean it's all right. Um, but like I don't really go into these things expecting anything other than all right.
yeah,
Like when like when someone screams at me about, like such and such series, like I've ever only seen Zoo Ranger. I mean, that's really the only one I think anyone has to watch. Um, and I just go into it going, yeah, it was all right. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with just being all right. I
yeah,
mean, because like when you've seen one of these series, you've pretty much seen them all, right?
yeah.
Hey man, this is serious.
Yeah, don't joke.
Yeah, do you remember when it was all about having fun? Nah, me neither. I mean, yeah, you gotta have a bit of a way with it. I actually don't mind having a bit of a chuckle from time to time. Like I agree with what Ian said the other day. The only season of Mighty Morphin worth a pinch of shit is the second season.
Was that when Lord Zed comes into it?
Yeah, with the Thunder Zords and the White Ranger and all that good stuff. Oh well, it also has to see the Green Ranger out completely.
Yeah, right.
Um, I'm just gonna get to the Death Mountain crater and then I'll drop a hard save and then that'll do it. Yeah, and I think Kaku Ranger is the one that has the ninja stuff from it. Actually, in that one, I'm pretty sure they start with the Shogun Zord and then they upgrade to the Ninja Zord, whereas with us it was the opposite.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting.
I suppose the reason why they did that was they weren't too sold on the just sort of five Megazords combining into a big Megazord. I think they wanted to stick with the animal stuff a little bit longer.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just guessing that that was the reason why.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But I love how it's okay to have the conversation now about Turbo, and that is the second season of Turbo, i.e., the second half of it is like 6 trillion times better than what the first half is.
Yeah. Almost. Yeah, that's been true for a while.
Yeah, I don't think that's the gotcha moment. Everyone thinks that. I think everyone agrees with that. Which is why I wouldn't mind seeing like a reboot or something of Turbo where TJ is just the Red Ranger right off the bat, and the team is just what it is right off the bat.
Yeah. But it's funny how we had the answers to all these things plaguing it back then. The passing the torch episodes are very strong, and ratings improved like from that point on. And Rangers in Space pretty much saved it from getting axed the first time. Um, yeah, I think these people that want to bring back all these actors sort of need to be mindful of that. You know, when you bring in a new cast, they bring in a lot more energy and freshness, whereas, actors, you know, it all just seems a bit dull and uninspired when you keep recycling the same ones.
Yeah, all right. I didn't mean to fucking lay down the save there, but that's good enough. Yeah, and I'm also of the mindset no more like even recasting the roles. I'm not even that keen on that anymore. Like because you're pretty much retreading old ground, aren't you? Like no more Billies, Trinies, none of that shit. If that's where we're going, because we're going to end up repeating ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah, there is a danger of that. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, the sort of keeping it viable and keeping it fresh is sort of, yeah, one of the things it's struggling with at the moment.
Yeah, I mean they just need some new ideas. Like it's just that easy.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know.
but
It's a very,
you know what I love the most about that? What they really need is some fresh new ideas. Yeah, but it's been viable for like the last 33 years being anything but new and fresh, right?
yeah.
Like
Well, it's a bit like, yeah, it's a tough sort of nut to crack.
it's like it's the same formula across the entire thing, right? It's like when it's like how I feel with James Bond movies. Like when you've seen one of those, you've seen them all, and it's a formula that works. Like, why get creative with it now?
Yeah, it's
You know?
yeah, there can be a point where time does pass it by. Remember that funny episode of Comic Book Men about the Archie comics? Like, why am I reading about a kid in a malt shop? um, but that's a property that surprisingly has stayed relevant. It stayed fresh because they haven't over egged the pudding. That show Riverdale was relatively successful,
Yeah.
and the comics still get published to this day. So that's not bad for something that's been around since the 50s or so. um, but yeah, like maybe yeah, time just has sort of passed it by with the Power Rangers. It's yeah, I guess time will tell. I suppose. I suspect there'll be a few more twists in the story.
Yeah, man, it's coming back. It's going to be 93 all over again. I mean, like, I don't think kids really hang out at PCYCs anymore, right?
Yeah,
Like I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, if you want to have a realistic depiction of teenagers with attitude, they'll be out filming TikTok trends, right?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the
Like,
sort of thing, that all they seem to want to do is waste the best years of their life staring at a phone. That's all they see. But that's what most people seem to want to do these days. I was um sort of yeah, just sort of thinking about that modern technology, but yeah, hanging out at a juice bar. Um, yeah, I'm not sure if that's sort of popular anymore.
yeah, I mean, who wants to do it? I mean, you can do that shit anywhere. You know what? It'll be like the Cameron Diaz moment in Something About Mary. Yeah, we can catch up tonight. Like, didn't we just do that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm fucking with you, Ted.
yeah,
It's just
that's
that,
right. Because back in the day, with no phones or email, you had to catch up with people. You wouldn't see them again until school. But these days, yeah, people are just so easy to sort of keep in touch with.
yeah, but you know what? Like, I'm one of the believers in that if we ever did a reboot, no more morphers and no more communicators. Just have them Guyver out when
Yeah.
they when they morph. Oh no, but it's an integral part of the DNA of the. No, it's fucking not. I mean, there's a reason why it's called a transformation trinket. It's not important.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
there to get them from one to the other. But that's just how that goes. I might have to dip back into Dire Ranger, but since everyone is on their old school Pennywise kick, I might watch the mini series again over the weekend. Um,
Yeah, I
but yeah,
have
and
fond memories of that. Yeah, it was sad to hear as well of Tim Curry. I was very busy this week, but I did find time to sit down and listen to the Time Warp song, just sort of in honor as a tribute to the late great um, Tim Curry.
the first thing that popped into my head was the concierge from Home Alone 2, because he's probably the coolest antagonistic character I think Kevin McAllister ever encounters.
Mm,
Like Eddie's like just constantly going out of his way to hound him. Like I love when the little light bulb goes off over his head. Bingo.
mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of the interesting things about him because he had such a distinctive face. People often, the first thing you saw him in, or around about that time, sort of solidifies him in your mind. Because the first thing I first encountered him, I can't remember if I saw the It series first, or if I did, I wasn't aware that he played him, but he was it's a short-lived show, but I really enjoyed it as a kid, and um, that I loved revisiting it as an adult was Earth 2. It was around circa 94, 95. It wasn't very action packed. It's about um, so the like planet Earth isn't fit to live on anymore for children. Like there's this disease that only affects children, so they're in this sort of like this orbital space ring, kind of like Techno Man or something, and they discover another Earth-like planet, and so they go to it, and it's basically there is some action in it, but it's basically about the trials and tribulations of establishing a colony on this new Earth-like planet. And there was a two-part pilot, and the twist at the end of the pilot is as they're heading off in search of a new site, the camera swoops over the desert, and you see Tim Curry staring at them as he's got this long hair and beard, and he looked really creepy. And that was our first mind-blowing twist. They're not the first. Um, Humans have been there, and humans are living there, and you just sort of your eyes go wide and you think, "Wow, I wonder what's going to happen now." So yeah, I always remembered him as this character Gaul from Earth 2. He was in he does reappear in the next episode, and um it had a lot of good guest stars, that show. Terry O'Quinn was on it, I remember, for a few episodes.
Well, I got a
Um
call from Manetti. He tells me your Sunshine Square proposal is totally fucked.
yeah. Um and yeah, of course you had him as Pennywise. Yeah, Home Alone 2. Congo.
Hexus Fern Gully.
Yeah. Yeah, Frankenfurter. So yeah, pretty amazing career. Um Bloody yeah, it was but he again, it wasn't, there was a lot of things. I don't think it was a shock. I'd had read several years ago he was not in the best of health the last sort of decade or so. Um
Yeah. What I think he had a stroke in like 2011 or 2012 or something, and he was
yeah, okay.
paraplegic and stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
by the
Um
end of it, yeah.
but yeah, great yeah, great sort of character actor, and yeah, you always sort of felt you got your money's worth with him. Um no matter what he was in. It's yeah, just a yeah, incredible career, and even they all had such long, incredible careers. All the people that have passed away this week, and even Dolly Parton, who I'm not like a huge fan of her music, but I sort of think she was just so prolific.
Hmm.
She almost just couldn't stop working, you know. She'd only sort of begun to wind it back in the last year or two. Just incredibly prolific, like in pretty much every facet. Um, so yeah, it's pretty astonishing.
Yeah, I mean, if someone gave me 80, I'm pretty sure I would take that bet, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the 65 and out plan.
Say what that's what, 75? I'll probably meet in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, like sort of just round it up or whatever. You do some. She looks like a 15 to 20 men kind of gal. She's had 3 relationships, 4 relationships. She's had a couple of vacations. You do some addition, subtraction. Next thing you're at 20, bruv.
Yeah,
Um,
we go to the movies, that's what, 75?
yeah, we go to the movies. That's 15, and I love how it's such a modest bargaining price
Yeah,
that Pat kicks off with in that scene.
yeah,
We go to the movies, that's $15. We get popcorn, that's 73. Now that used to be a joke, right? In a
yeah,
movie. That's what it's at now.
yeah, that's right. It's just ridiculously
Like
expensive.
popcorn is just so fucking expensive when you go to the movies. But I just love it's like a 4 times jump in
Yeah, he's
the wage.
basically extorting it.
Yeah, we get popcorn. That's 73. Like I think at the end of it, like yeah, well, that brings us to about 120 buck. But that's how you do it though. But yeah, I might check out the It thing again. I mean, like, hey, I'll put Richard Thomas in anything and I'll check it out again. I mean, like, could you come home to seeing a scene like that? Just
Yeah, he's a good actor. Richard Thomas, yeah, from the Waltons, and yeah, he was the original Bill Denbrough, and really enjoyed him. He was in some early seasons of The Americans. He's the head of the FBI in it,
you gotta
chasing the
you gotta you gotta
spies.
do you gotta do the down out and dangerous though. I mean, you can get locked up for something like this.
Yeah, great movie, that one. Really enjoyed it. The other guy, Bruce Davison, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can get locked up for something like this. Like how I helped you out that one time.
Yeah, like how I helped you out that one time.
The best part was when he used the ensuite. That's that was
Yeah.
the best part of the whole thing, I reckon.
Yeah, he comes out looking like $1 million, eh?
Yeah, I know, and he like raunts the fucking cupboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while since I've seen that one. Like I've checked out that As Good as Dead a few times, but I have. It's been a while since I've seen that one, but it's not. Yeah, I need to. I'll have to remember that when I sit down and watch the It miniseries again. Like I need to remember that I'm checking this one out for Tim Curry. But having said that though, like Tim Curry's Pennywise is hardly in that. Um, like I mean, the scenes that he's in are easily the most memorable. I think that just goes to speak more about the performance of him in that miniseries than anything else. But like he's next to never in it. Um,
Yeah, he's well, it's about quality, not
yeah,
quantity. When he shows up, he does. pack a punch.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to fall back into Richard Thomas mode pretty quickly when it comes to that. But yeah, I'll probably check that one out. I still need to give Hunt for the Wilder People another watch. There's actually quite a few. Actually, I'll probably end up donating most of tomorrow, today, to catching up on a lot of these movies. It's been a while since that, since getting around to that. But I'm almost half tempted to make that sort of like my new message tone. Armed to the teeth. I mean, the concierge. I mean, like and that role doesn't even have a name. I'm pretty sure it's just credited as the concierge, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd take your word for it, but yeah, yeah, you've been smooching with everyone, Cliff.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that was just so cool. But that's probably what I'll get up to for the weekend, is just checking those things out again. But what about you? You got much on? Got anything lined up? Anything you're revisiting?
Uh, Closing in on finishing a few things. I have one more episode to go of the first series of The Musketeers. I kind of got sidetracked a little bit, but
Yeah.
I've polished most of them off this week. I watched an episode this afternoon, and I really enjoyed it. I think it was probably the best one. So I've got one more to go. I discovered a French one, a mini series called Belphegor. I started watching it on Tuesday night, um, and it sort of led me down a rabbit hole. Belphegor is quite a sort of popular property in France. It's about this woman who works at the Louvre Museum, and there's this mask of Belphegor, this storm god, the god of rain, and she sort of gets mixed up with it, and just all this weird shit starts happening around her. So I'm kind of enjoying it. I've got one and a half more episodes to go of that. Um, and I went ahead and ordered the mini series of, that Marvel character, the Sentry, kind of like
Yeah, he
Marvel's
rips
Superman.
Carnage in half. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably his most famous moment. Yeah, like Marvel's Superman. I remembered the original series um, that was published in 2000, and I think I bought it, but it's probably back home somewhere. So I just thought, screw it, I'll find another set online, and I managed to. So, bloody, I'll reread that miniseries by um, Paul Jenkins and Jay Lee. I was annoyed. I had a Sabretooth miniseries that I'd purchased, but the guy refunded me. He reckons he couldn't find it, so I was annoyed about that because it means I'd have to have a copy shipped now from the US, and it sort of takes a while to get here. My Spider book arrived. I'm excited about a film that comes out next month called Don't Move, about a church retreat group who take a wrong turn and end up in the forest, and they're stalked by a giant prehistoric arachnid who kind of borrowing a cue from the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. It can only hunt you if you move. Um, so it's based on a book, and it finally arrived. It had to the first copy I ordered was lost in the mail, which was disappointing. But this one arrived sort of safe and sound, so I might even begin that. I might even finish it. It's not a very long book. Um, I'm thinking, yeah, that's right up my alley. A giant. If I like the cover blurb. If you're afraid of spiders, run away now. I mean it. Run. um, so yeah, like just yeah, a giant prehistoric spider that can only hunt you if you move. Inject that shit into my veins. I see Samara Weaving has joined the cast of one called Hive Mind, about
Oh yeah.
a swarm of mutated
Well,
wasps.
that's Hugo Weaving's girl, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
terrorizing this small town. I just love shit like that. These creature features.
Don't we
I've
all?
really yeah, and I did find a copy. It'll take a while. It has to ship from the US, but I did find a copy of that saber-toothed tiger terrorizing LA book.
Yeah, which the one that I thought would have made a good Rambo 6.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you can't tell me that Stallone wasn't eyeing up buying the rights to that and then repurposing it as a Rambo movie.
yeah,
Like
absolutely. Yeah, he
fighting
was
Rambo fighting a bunch of Smilodons.
Yeah, exactly. It was called Fatalis, which I think is another scientific name for them. And but yeah, I mean, it's pretty unreal, right? That like back in the 90s, these guys were huge names, and the fact that they were attached to something you'd probably wouldn't look at a place in a back-to-back watch party with Sharknado or something. Yeah, it's kind of extraordinary that guys of that caliber were attached to this at one point. But I think they just splashed some fucking cold water on their face when they went to the bathroom, and that's why it never got made. Like they almost convinced themselves, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it's like, what is it? It's like when Kev Smith and Mark Bernardin were talking about Batman Returns, and then we get to our final act where there's a bunch of little mini penguins with missiles strapped to their back. I mean, like, on paper, it all works, right? Like, no, it fucking doesn't.
Yeah.
uh, no, but that sounds all right. That Don't Move sounds pretty interesting. You'll have to let me know about
Yeah, if you it's tough to find because there's like been a fucking 100 movies that are called that. But if you look up Don't Move Spider movie, you'll see the poster. I'm not sure if there's a trailer out yet, but the poster's out and it's yeah, I think it's coming out either next month or the month after. It looks yeah, really good. It just sort of caught my eye flicking through the horror movie Reddit. Yeah, like it would have sold me at a giant spider, but yeah, she the fact that yeah, like you literally just can't move. It can't see you if you don't move,
You
and
know
it
what?
can't hit you.
I'll never forget when I finally got around to watching the It miniseries for the first time, and it was post Return of the King when it was finally available that I actually could watch it. Um, I remember when the Pennywise spider form was coming up.
Mm.
I remember one of the things that you told me, and it was, don't expect fucking Shelob. And I'll try to remember that when it comes to Don't Move as well. It's like
Yeah.
try not to expect Shelob in terms of the effects that are put into this thing. But we've come a long way since then. But no, that sounds pretty good. Now with that, I might cap the stream there. So I'm up to the Goron Mines. I laid the hard save down, but I accidentally clicked continue playing. I actually accidentally clicked no, and um, when it spawned me back in at the Kakariko Spring, I wasn't about to go through all of that again when we were unwinding. So the next Twilight Princess stream, I think the next one I will try and do another drawing stream because it's been a while since I've done one of those, and I've only done two of them. Um, and I haven't done one since I put the new computer in and all of that. So I might get the setup brushed up for that. Next Twilight Princess is going to be the Goron Mines. Good news is that we've done all the collecting and we got the hidden skills and everything's there. We just have to get to the Goron Mines and do that fire. Well, what is the fire temple essentially? The fire themed dungeon, and we'll see where that goes. Keep it going. Rudy, you should be resting, mate. No, you got to keep it DG, man. In the DG universe. Uh, yeah. So Twilight Princess is going good. Finishing. I'm looking forward to doing Resident Evil 0, but that won't be until after Twilight Princess. I need to digest. When I do a Resident Evil game, I got to digest until the next Resident Evil game. So breaking in another Zelda run. So this should take me another couple of weeks yet to 100% Twilight Princess. It is a bit more hefty compared to Ocarina and Majora, which I had those ones done like in about 2.5 weeks. This one's probably going to be like the next month of streams with me. But so far so good. It's not too bad. Um, but with that all being said, I'll flick us over and we'll see you soon. So everyone stay out of trouble.